Hi everyone, David McDonald here from Vitality Fitness Calgary. Today we're going to talk to you a little bit about counting calories. Now, very common question that I get is how should I track my calories? Should I count my calories? Should I just follow portion sizes? I'm going to explain the downsides and the benefits to doing both. And hopefully you come away with a better answer to that question. Now, there are downsides and upsides to both strategies, counting calories or following portion sizes. Personally, if I'm going to recommend something, I would more than likely recommend someone track their calories. Okay. Now, the reason why tracking calories, in my opinion, is better is because you have specific information that you're working with. So, if you look at portion sizes, generally and most often, portion sizes, you're going to use your body, like you're going to use like your hands, or you're going to use a fist. That's generally how portion sizes are prescribed to people. Now, there's not saying there's not anything wrong with that. There's not a benefit to that, because there absolutely is. It's very practical. It doesn't take a lot of time. You can do it quick. So in terms of quick, easy meal planning, portion sizes work. Now, the downside to that is you don't know how many calories you're actually getting in with portion sizes. You are guessing, so you could be getting in too many, or you could be getting in too much. Or not enough. Most often than not, I would say most people following portion sizes, it's probably going to be 50-50. Some people are going to get more than they need. Some people are going to get not enough. So don't like it because it's not specific enough, and it doesn't actually have specific information that you're following. However, it is very practical and easy to follow. Now, if you're going to be counting calories, there's several ways that you can go about doing this. You could do it the old school way of actually reading nutrition labels, measuring your food out. This is very time consuming. This is very tedious. This can be really boring for a lot of people. Personally, that's how I learned how to track calories and how to prescribe certain calories to people. Was I learned just by reading nutrition labels. I actually enjoy doing that. I know I'm weird, but I enjoy doing that. So that's how I learned what foods have what amount of calories and what grams of what. And then from there, I was able to put together meal plans and recommendations for people. So that's one way. Another great way, now that technology has evolved, is using an app. So there's a lot of apps you can get online. There's MyFitnessPal if you have an iPhone. There's Livestrong, they have an app online. And there's tons of websites that have calorie tracking apps. And for the most part, they are pretty accurate. There's not a lot of variation. So that's another option you could use. For the average everyday person coming to boot camp 3 to 4 times a week who wants to lose some weight, the big thing is looking at what's a priority for you. So if you don't want to put any time at all into tracking calories, portion sizes might be a good option, but I like the in-between option of actually using an app. I think that would be the best option for you. If nutrition is something you're really interested in and you want to get really, really specific and you have the time and you have the passion for it, start by reading nutrition labels and tracking it from there. Okay. So in terms of counting calories, those are the two best methods you can use. If you don't want to do either of those, then portion sizes are fine too. Generally speaking, a portion size that we recommend for women would be for protein. You want to go about 3/4 of your hand. I don't do the palm of the hand because I find a lot of women are deficient in protein as is. And when you're active, you do need more protein because you're going to have more muscle tissue breakdown. So you want to go about 3/4 of your hand. For a complex carb, so something like quinoa or brown rice or a potato, you want to go about the size of your fist. Okay? And then for vegetables, I usually recommend about 2 handfuls of vegetables. So lots and lots of vegetables for a basic meal. Okay? So that's what tracking portion sizes would look like. Again, I would recommend counting calories because it's more specific. And another reason why it's really important is when and if, because this will probably happen down the road, you do hit a plateau. If you don't have specific guidelines you're working with, you don't know what you need to change in order to break through that plateau. You don't know if you need to drop your calories, if you actually need to increase them. So if you're actually counting and tracking calories, you have specific data that you're working with, so it's much easier to determine what you need to change when you hit that plateau. So that's another good reason why counting or tracking calories as opposed to portion sizes is a more viable option. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope I answered your question. We'll see you next time.